All right, so at first you could see that from the pictures that this was pretty hot. We had this one halfway, and this one halfway, and our temperature before was over 600. Now I've adjusted the temperature down. So the middle one is on low, this one is turned off, and this one is 1/4 of the way. And currently about 450. This easily could creep back up, but I'm going to watch it here and see where it ends up. So number one is make sure the temperature is not too hot. It's easy to get these grills really hot really fast. Okay, temperatures seem to settle in at 450 degrees with these settings. So we threw the burgers on the grill. Much better to have chicken or steak, but we're doing burgers, so sorry. All right, and currently we're at 52 degrees. As you can see, I bunched up the excess cord so we don't have a lot of extra wire. Ran it through the edge, and here we are. Not too far extended with that wire. We're staying on this side. All right, we'll check back in a minute. Okay, so it's been a few minutes, and now we're sitting at like 375 degrees. So I'm just going to up this one a little bit to the halfway mark, just to make sure that we're getting decent heat on those burgers. All right, I've flipped the burgers. They're flaring up pretty good actually at the halfway. So I turn it down just a little bit to stop the flare-ups a little bit. This is 80/20 beef, I believe, but I'll verify that. And currently 130 degrees, 170 as well, I guess. But yeah, you know, cord's up. It is touching the metal there. Excess cables good here. Flavorizer bars, they're grayed out, but there's no holes or anything, so there's no heat coming up over those heat deflectors, flavorizer bars. And because it's a burger, this is actually leaning back pretty far, more so than it would in chicken or a steak, but nevertheless, that's where we're at. Okay, this is just a shot on the outside of the grill. It actually looks like it might not be touching the side very much, but I'm sure it's touching it a little bit. Okay, and I think we just even saw some flare-ups going on in there. You hear them for sure. All right, so here, looking at everything again. Yeah, it's touching that a little bit. Key is to make sure this bar right here doesn't have holes in it. Because if there's any holes or any stray flames kind of going through it or around it, you know, that where that fire can come up and hit the wire, that will create a problem pretty fast. I mean, as you can see here, there's a lot of flare up, but still, it's not really creating a problem for us. Burger's still cooking. We're almost where we need to be here. Currently, it's saying 140, which is, I don't like going too much past this. We'll go a little further. Now here, see this flare up here? I guess if the wire was right there in that flare up, that could create a problem if it happened for long enough. But you know, here we've got a good inch gap or so over that grate bar, so that prevents that from happening. Unless it was a huge flare up, then that could create a big issue and it was lasting for a while. But otherwise, we'll keep this going a little bit longer just to, you know, make sure there's no problems. 142, and I did turn it back down because it got a little crazy, but and then that one's off, or that one's low, sorry, that one's off, and smoking away too here, but we'll keep this going. All right, coming up on 150 degrees, which is about the temperature I like these burgers. Okay, it's hard to see the angle, but it's leaning back pretty far. Whew, that's smoky. I guess best practices is to make sure there's no crazy flare-ups, no damage to the bars, that bar down there. Make sure there's no holes in there. Have the excess wire maybe bunched up. Make sure you have a gap so it's not touching the grill grate. Hard to see from that angle, but there you can see it. And yeah, you should be good. The key again is to make sure this does not get over 500 degrees. So if you've got your grill on high, these grills can get up to about 750, maybe even a little hotter than that, closer to 800 in some cases, depending whether it's propane or natural gas. So it's probably just turning the heat down and making sure that you have the meat on the same side that you're cooking on. You know, you don't want to have this wire go all the way to this side of the grill. That's just too much area for it to go down and touch the grate and create an issue. But if you have it closer to this side that you're cooking on, then that should prevent a lot of the problems that maybe you're having. In any case, yeah, go ahead and try that next probe you have. Just again, get the grill nice and hot, and then look at that bar. Make sure you don't see, you know, hot spots on it or holes where heat can come out of. And, you know, be sure to cook on the side of the grill, bunch up your cord, and you should be good. But nevertheless, I want to see what happens with you. So let's see what happens. Give it a shot. We'll talk soon. Thank you.